Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bervelyn Longdon. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to have you here with me. If this is your first time, thank you for watching. If you're a regular, thank you for watching. Today it's going to be a bit different. I'm going to have a discussion with two people on office romance. I'm coming into your office. That girl, that lady, that gentleman you are spying on, but you are not sure whether you should go in for him or not. I have two people. They are not experts, but they're just going to share our opinions with you. And so when I come back, I'm going to introduce them to you and go right into the discussion. Stay with me. As I promised you, two of my favorite people in this world. She is Zeinat, and here we have Dominic. We are going to discuss office romance. Yay or nay? So we're going to go straight into the discussion. Who should I start with? Zeinat or Dominic?
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yeah. No, I don't like that. Any human being at all first.
Okay, so
Okay.
It doesn't have to be ladies first.
Okay, so office romance.
I'll go.
You go
You
first.
go
Oh,
first.
okay. Are you in for it or
No,
not?
absolutely not.
Oh.
I am not in for it.
Why?
I just feel like the office should not be a place for romance. It's a business, so there shouldn't be any sort of romance at all. Especially if the romance is going to happen between a senior officer and someone who is like a subordinate of some sort. It sort of breeds some disrespect, sort of, and no, the office is the office, no romance.
What if
period.
you are on the same level?
If you're on the same level, still, it's just an office.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go
Yeah.
to Dominic and see what he has to say about this.
In as much as I believe the office is meant for production, productivity, etc., you still cannot, underestimate the fact that things happen which are not in your control.
Okay.
The heart wants what it wants. You do not choose who to get attracted to. You do not choose who to develop a fondness for. It just happens. But there are certain precautionary measures you should take so that you ensure that whatever affair you're having in the office setting doesn't jeopardize your work.
I agree with you to some point when you say that when two people are in the same space.
Yeah.
For instance, you wake up you are spending the at least 5 days of the week with the same person in the office, and when the two of you are single, and then you are even when you are not single, people tend to fall in love with their colleagues all the time.
Yeah.
But I am just saying that once it is in a place of business, you should try as much as possible to the heart wants what it wants, but you can always control the heart.
True.
So
Well,
if you
I find that difficult to believe. I
no,
don't
you can
think the
always
heart
you
can be controlled.
You can always control
No.
the heart. Hey, there are a lot of people who are in love with people, but it's not happening for them.
Yeah.
Well, I believe in taking chances. I believe in shooting your shots. I believe in living
Shoot
the moment. I
Shoot
believe
the shot
in being
outside.
happy.
Shoot the shot outside of the office.
So there is my principle in life. Tomorrow is never promised. Life is too short to actually dwell on what could have been or what should have been. Now, there are various reasons why people could actually develop affection for people in the office. It could be because the person is hardworking. It may be because the person challenges you. So sometimes some of these office romances are quite advantageous, if you ask me, because
How so? I don't think so. I think.
let me use myself as an example.
Okay.
I-
I like that. I like
people
that.
who are challenging. I like people who work hard, and those are the things that gets me. Those are the things that attract me.
you.
So
Okay.
definitely, it wouldn't jeopardize. I actually see you as a form of motivation because I would want to be like you. I would want to challenge you in as much as you challenge me.
Once two people are working and the sex factor comes in,
Mm.
it's sort of especially when you are working. So for instance, if you are
Right.
working at a company where the two of you share the same office, or even a desk in the same office, and the two of you are knocking, do you think you are going to be able to concentrate
But
in the office?
I think it
No.
boils down. Relax.
No.
Relax.
That's what I'm saying. So the self-control, the control you are talking about with the heart,
Mm-hmm.
the control will not be there when the sex happens. You
But-
get that, right? People
but-
cannot control themselves after they've had their first sex encounter.
But
It's sort of like it just keeps going.
I-
So if you are able to control the heart at the beginning and just prevent yourself from letting it even happen in the first place, then you won't even have anything to worry about. But you come to work, your colleague is sitting there at his desk, all you can think about is, oh my God, the last time we did some that was so wild, and you're sitting in the office, and that's all you can think about. That
I just go loud.
It's the doggy style that you can think about. You're supposed to be filing a report, you know, doing something productive, and all you can think about, you're looking at
doggy.
Okay.
for lunchtime, so that you rush to the bathroom.
Okay.
Have
We get you.
But honestly, I believe that every rational thinking person who has involved himself in an office romance in one way or the other should learn how to prioritize. There's time for fun, there's time for work, there's time for whatever you call it.
But you also know that the bulk of office romances have ended up on the negative, like they have ended up badly.
In as much as that is true, there's also the existence of some of them that have actually ended up well.
And for me, for 10 office romances, only one out of the 10, I think
Well, I'm yet
it's
to come
only one.
across something empirical to buttress what you're saying, but from where I come from, I've seen people get married while they were in the office.
So
They were working
hold
in
on
the same
with the marriage thing.
environment. Yeah.
So I mean, let's say you are dating 3 years down the line, you get married, and from the office, you met in the office.
Yeah.
You get married. You go home, you drive to the office together, you go back. I mean, how does that
work? The
how is that?
dynamics,
Like, where is the missing
Thank
you part
you.
and the surprise lunch and like all those things? Like,
Bervelyn,
hello?
what has them?
Like,
Because
tell me
at that
something.
instance, you wake up, you see each other's faces, you go to work, you are seeing their faces the rest of the day. You come back home, you are seeing the person.
the same face.
Oh, but
Within 1 year
that
now,
is true. That is true. I mean, but there's also that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I believe if two people are actually genuinely in love, such thing as tiredness of seeing each other
Hey,
You won't be there.
will
Even
be
Romeo and
reduced
Juliet-
to a minimum.
even Romeo and-
Now, if you see each other every day, but still continue to do the things you used to do when you were dating, those lunches you were taking, those vacations, even though you work in the same outfit, let's say you own the same organization, I believe it will go a long way to help. And I believe that there's no better thing than two people who are actually married, who are actually running a business together. To me, that is actually...
When you say running a business together, that is different.
Okay.
That is different
Yeah.
from both of you, the both of you being
Being
Employees of
Being
the same
employees.
company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but I believe, no, being employees doesn't even make it too difficult.
And I think the bulk of those relationships are always just affairs. They are not serious.
that is
Yeah.
true.
Office
They are mostly
romances.
flings.
Yeah.
They are mostly flings.
Which we
but
are saying shouldn't be encouraged in the office.
in as much as it shouldn't be encouraged, let's look at the future of such relationships. If it is actually genuine, why not encourage it? If you actually see in the person a partner that you would like to share your life with,
Okay.
why not take the chance?
If you know the fling goes on for a while and
Yes.
you decide that, oh, I want to
Exactly.
spend the rest of my life with this person.
Exactly.
Would you want to change
Well,
companies?
what I mostly advise is that I agree to an extent when you say that office romances actually are anti or counterproductive. But I also mostly advise that if you are to even engage in office romance, you shouldn't belong to the same department or the same
What
office.
if you guys are in the
Exactly.
same department?
But if you are in the same department, there it boils down to the two individuals
Who
involved,
leaves?
how they can be able to compartmentalize.
And then who leaves?
Exactly.
And who leaves?
Who leaves?
Exactly. But I mostly advise that at least you should belong to two separate departments, so that at least
You know.
those distractions actually do not affect your capability. So let me use myself as an example.
Tell me.
So I interned at Polyplast, a Lebanese company. I was a customer service representative, and there was
Okay.
this girl I actually liked.
Aww.
Now, luckily for me, the office I was actually working in, the lady was in the reception part,
Okay.
and I was actually inside. So when the customer has extra complaints, they actually come
To
inside
you.
the office. So it was only during break hours that we actually get to see each other, and this was a fling that we actually had.
It was mutual.
So in such an instance, we both knew what we were about, and there was that organizational rule that people shouldn't date each other when they are in the same
Those things too. No?
office.
Yes.
That is the case.
Because
In the same office, we
Okay.
were in different offices, so there was no way our relationship was going to impact on our duties as me being a customer service representative and she being
but the fact that you are in the same building, that distraction will always still be there.
Hey, then yours, you can't even control
I
it.
can't too.
You can't,
If I'm in love with someone or if I'm knocking someone, it's like you're thinking about
Are
the
you talking
person
from experience?
She is clearly.
Yeah.
I'm an aggressive lover.
Yeah, that's explains it because I mean, being on the side of Dominic, let's be able to control it. Okay, it's an organization, you're there to work and all that, but you can't spend your productive hours thinking and wishing things that you would do when you are
so
not
if you are
at the
someone
office.
who is super or hyper emotional, hypersensitive, cannot actually do a day without thinking about your
Don't mention. Thank
yes,
you. Yeah.
with your partner, then office romance is not the best
For you, yeah.
But if you are the kind who is able to, keep your emotions in check, know when it is time to work, know when it is time to engage, then I think it is actually good. And also take into consideration the organizational, rules and regulations in relation to that.
So let's say your organization permits, like there are no rules and all that, and then you have to, like, you want to, but I don't know. And with organizations that do not allow, with yours for example, they don't allow those of you in the same office, but any other like departments, you can go on and do your things.
Each of the departments have particular tasks.
Okay.
And they have particular threshold of responsibility.
Okay.
So they believe that any sort of communion between the employees in that department
kind of
will actually offset exactly
someone.
But if you are in different departments, I mean,
listen,
it should be
number one, you reduce the probability of seeing each other. And number two,
losing concentration.
Exactly. So someone like Zeinat in such an
Zeinat, dear, I think she no. I get you.
I won't consider it. And especially, when I was at the beginning of this conversation, I mentioned that when it's happening between someone who is in a senior position and someone who is in a, like a junior most position, it's sort of, especially when it's like when the senior person is the male and the junior person is the female. It breeds disrespect. Even if you are working in different offices, I'm sleeping with the boss. Everybody gotta respect me. Like, yo, the boss is my man. So I'm not your colleague. You can't talk to me like that. So even if I'm in the wrong, because I'm sleeping with the boss.
I'm not your level.
I'm not your level.
That's it.
I get it.
But then it boils down to the individual.
Yes.
You should make rational choices. Rational, very, very rational. Take into consideration the fact that whoever you are dating should be conservative enough. Shouldn't actually let people know, or let whichever position you are in.
And this, what you just said, brings me to my next point. Not letting people know.
Exactly.
Everybody's nose in your business.
And it's not even about that, because you don't want people to know that this is happening.
Yes.
Not letting people know that the two of you, there's something going on between the two of you in this our world right now, when you are hiding your relationship.
Not necessarily.
No.
Not letting them know you are dating,
but
not actually putting it in their faces.
But still, that is still making it private.
Bluffing about it.
But that is still making it private in sort of like, in a way, sort of.
Yes.
You're not. It's not like you're just, I'm dating this person, I'm dating
so
this person.
let's
You
say
just want to keep it on the down low.
on the normal.
Keeping it on the down low means that, maybe there's another colleague who is also eyeing you, and he doesn't know, or she doesn't know, that you have something going on with a different person.
Yeah.
And then, because the two of you are not making it public, you can decide to cheat. Cheating on each other will become very easy.
Oh no, but it's easier to let people know if you belong to different departments. What I was actually trying to say is not shoving it in people's
faces, down their throats and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
For instance, the case scenario you gave about you saying you are sleeping with the boss, I mean, be very circumspect about your doings, be rational. Because obviously such relationships are frowned upon. But if you are in it because you genuinely like this person, then it should be for genuine reasons and not necessarily shoving it down people's.
And that's why
how do you deal with the fact that perhaps you are dating someone in the office, people know about it, and then on the normal they know how you guys roll, but when perhaps there is a fight or something, people would easily know that something has gone wrong somewhere. I mean, how do you deal with everybody poking their nose and then knowing that they fought or they are in a good mood or something? Like, I mean, how do you go around that?
People, listen to me. That is why I am telling you not to do it. Not to do it, because people read body languages.
Yes,
especially when
very
you're working
well,
together.
Yeah.
So no matter what you are doing, if you say, oh, you know, normally they see how you two interact.
Yeah.
Even though you are not like
normal,
really
yes.
shoving it into their face,
Yeah.
they see the chemistry,
the
chemistry,
movement and all
everything.
that.
So
Yeah.
if there's a fight,
Everybody
everybody is
will
going to know that hey, it went down.
Something has happened.
Something has
Dominic,
happened.
I agree.
Yeah.
And everybody will want to know what is going on.
What happened?
Then the gossiping will start. Then rumors will start.
Conspiracy theories
oh
will
my
start.
God! Don't
But
do it.
I get it. But you know, these are normal things in relationships.
Yeah.
No relationship is devoid of problems,
Mhm.
right? So these are things to expect. But
Mhm.
then again, it boils down to the two people involved as to how you deal with your problems and how you are able to carry yourself in public to not make people know that this is what you are going through. Sometimes my productive principle has been this: when I'm going to work, whatever emotions I'm going through, whatever issues I have, I leave it at the gate. So no matter the person I'm having a confrontation with in the office, I still make sure that work is done. I
Dominic,
still make sure I relate with you in an organizational capacity,
That
which
is
is
you.
really, really easy to do.
That is you. You come off like a person who is able to control their emotions.
Yeah.
Not every person is able to do that.
Yeah.
Actually, controlling emotions is a very difficult thing for
difficult,
a
yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah.
So if you have that capability, then that's a plus for you,
Yeah.
and then you will be, you know, you are free to do whatever
Exactly.
it is you want.
So-
But the bulk of us who can't do that, me, if you annoy me, my facial expression alone will let you know that I am angry with you.
That's why I
hide-
said. That's why I
I
said.
can't hide my emotions.
That's why I said that office
So-
romance is not for everybody.
Yeah,
It is definitely not for everybody.
and you see the way we are saying it, it's romance. It's,
Yes.
It's a fling, it's an affair.
Hey.
It doesn't lead to anything. So
Relax.
don't do
There's
it.
also romance in
Your-
marriage.
your
So
body- your
romance
body-
can mean anything.
Marriage is not all about romance.
No, but
when we
there's
are saying
romance
off,
in marriage.
no, romance is just a tiny bit of, you know, an aspect of marriage. Marriage is not just all rosy dozy, but when it's office romance, it's just a fling. Your body.
Oh, it could lead
fits
to
you.
something.
could
It could lead
lead.
to something.
Yes.
It could lead to something.
Tell me how many people have been able to
You have
get
to do
married.
this research work.
We have
for
to do
us.
this research.
I
Me,
think
I'm
we-
going to do. All right. I'm
Because
going
who
to
knows?
do
what
it.
if my future wife is in my organization? Who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, it's true too, because nowadays it's very difficult to find husband. Very difficult to find husband. You are working 5 days a week, and the weekend you are home. So
So that
only-
side you are sleeping.
you know, and the only
people
place
around
you're meeting
you
people
is
is
your
at your
office.
office.
So
if
you-
there's any eligible gentleman there, don't do it. What about you, Beverly? Are you going to engage in?
Are
No,
you-
you are like I'm the one
Are
asking the
you?
questions, so you are just giving me
I
answers.
thought
Me,
there was
I
a
don't answer.
discussion.
Oh well, you know, I was on your side. I was on your side. Didn't you?
Oh, you were more on her side.
I was more on her side. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah, we know
okay.
where
Then,
she
then,
stands.
then,
We know where she stands.
All right. So, is there any like a final words so we know where?
Final word. Office romance. It can be nice, but I'm just saying that you shouldn't even allow yourself to go into it in the first place. There are certain times that no matter what you do, you are still attracted to the person. Na oye wo hye ya enye yie. Then I'll
But
say
body no be
okay.
firewood.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Body no be firewood.
Then I'll say okay, maybe give it a try. But if you can control yourself, if you can decide that oh, this person, like I can forget about this person, forget about the person, don't indulge in it. It doesn't, you know, and yet, don't do it.
Dominic.
Let me go philosophical.
To go yes, so.
So from the hedonist point of view, right,
Hey.
See, I
they
Yes.
believe that happiness is subjective. So what people or what brings happiness to people differs from person to person.
Yeah.
So if you feel your happiness lies in the office, go for it. But then be advised that there are certain precautions you need to take. And if you know you are not up for the mantle, do not actually take on that relationship or that fling or that romance or that affair, whatever name you choose to call it. Know that you are in the office for a reason. Above everything else, you are there to work. So any office relationship or fling or sexual activity that you seek to engage in shouldn't actually compromise the organizational capacity. So once you learn to actually, dilly-dally between these two ends, I think that you are good to go.
But yeah, don't do it.
Still.
No, but don't do it. To be on the safe side, don't do it.
Yeah.
But if you're like me, who is able to compartmentalize,
At the end of it,
go
he
for that
agrees.
man. Sis,
Or that
grab
woman.
that man.
Or that woman.
Brother, grab that woman.
At the end of it,
At the end
we
of
all
it all.
agree that don't do it.
That is it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and then leave your comment in the comment section. I'll see you again next time. Bye. Official romance for.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No,